Hello and welcome to Oncology.TV News. I'm Steve Highsmith. We focus now on the 2011 National Surgical Adjuvant Breast and Bowel Project Cooperative Group Meeting, or NSABP, where Oncology.TV is providing coverage. We have the pleasure to speak with Dr. Lawrence Wickerham, MD, who is the Associate Chairman of NSABP since 1995 and is an Associate Professor of Human Oncology at the Pittsburgh Campus of the Drexel University School of Medicine. Dr. Wickerham, thank you for joining us to discuss your thoughts regarding the impact of NSABP on patient care.
Well, Steve, thank you. It's certainly a pleasure to be talking to you today. I'm sitting in Boca Raton, Florida, where the National Surgical Adjuvant Breast and Bowel Project, or NSABP for short, is having its annual meeting. The NSABP is one of the NCI's cooperative trials groups. We've got a more than 50-year history of conducting studies that dramatically have changed the treatment and now prevention of both breast and bowel cancer.
What are some of the trials and agents that you're exploring in the adjuvant setting?
We have ongoing trials looking at ways to improve adjuvant care, care after the operation. This can be chemotherapy, that's sort of a scary word. Often now they're combinations of chemotherapy, hormonal therapies, and newer targeted agents. And in fact, herceptin is one of these newer agents that's used widely now in the adjuvant care of women with HER2-positive breast cancer. That's a protein that's present in some breast cancers. We measured it in the laboratory. In the past, such women had a very dismal prognosis. Now the use of herceptin has turned that around 180 degrees. These are the individuals that can have an incredibly good long-term prognosis, again, based on the results of clinical trials led by the NSABP and other cooperative groups.
Dr. Wickerham, please describe the NSABP colon cancer prevention trial.
Thank you for asking about our new colon cancer prevention trial. We call it P5. Colon cancer is a major health problem in this country. And in 1992, the NSABP expanded its research agenda to include the concept of chemoprevention of cancer. We've already completed 2 large breast cancer chemoprevention trials, and we've recently opened this colon cancer trial that we label P5. It's looking at rosuvastatin. That's one of these cholesterol-lowering drugs. It's actually manufactured by AstraZeneca Pharmaceuticals. And we've seen in individuals taking these statin drugs, for reasons we don't fully understand, that they've had fewer cancers across the board, particularly colon cancers. And in the laboratory, we've gotten some hints about why that should occur. But over 100,000 individuals will be diagnosed with a colon cancer this year in the United States. We'd like to begin to reduce those numbers. Most colon cancers start as a polyp in the colon. That's why it's important for everybody to get colonoscopies to remove those polyps. But we're trying to identify 1,700 individuals with early stage 1 and stage 2 colon cancers, recently diagnosed, and assign them to this P5 trial. Half would get a placebo, basically no treatment, and the other half would receive this cholesterol-lowering drug for a 5-year period. We have good reason to believe that it can reduce the number of polyps and hopefully lead to the next step in colon cancer prevention.
Well, thank you, Dr. Wickerham, for that informative update.
Thank you, Steve. It's been a pleasure.
That's Dr. Lawrence Wickerham discussing his thoughts regarding the impact of NSABP on patient care from the 2011 NSABP Cooperative Group Meeting in Boca Raton, Florida. I'm Steve Highsmith. Be sure to watch more video coverage from NSABP 2011 right here on Oncology.TV.